Welcome to Maine, the land of lighthouses, lobster, and landscapes that look like they belong in a painting. But beneath the postcard-perfect views lies a history, as wild and rugged as its coastline. From ancient indigenous civilizations and pirate hideouts, to fierce colonial battles and its rise as a vacation paradise, Maine's past is full of surprises. So grab a cup of coffee or maybe a steaming bowl of chowder, because today we're diving into the history of Maine. Before there were lighthouses and lobster traps, Maine was home to the Wabanaki Confederacy. These indigenous nations, including the Penobscot, Passamaquoddy, and Maliseet peoples, lived off the land for thousands of years, long before European settlers even knew this place existed. They fished the rivers, navigated the coastline in birch bark canoes, and considering Maine winters were probably the toughest people in history. Seriously, have you felt a Maine winter? Surviving one without modern heating deserves a place in the history books on its own. Fast forward to the 1600s, and suddenly Maine became prime real estate. The French and English both claimed the land, leading to conflicts that spanned decades. Settlements were built, burned down, rebuilt, and then burned down again. And let's not forget about pirates. Maine's rocky coastline and countless hidden inlets made it a prime smuggling and pirate hotspot. Even Captain Kidd supposedly left behind some buried treasure here. I have zero proof, but if I find even one gold coin, I'm retiring early. For over 200 years, Maine wasn't even its own state. It was just the rugged, snow-covered, somewhat forgotten northern frontier of Massachusetts. And let's be honest, Maine and Massachusetts have very different personalities. Massachusetts was the bustling colonial powerhouse, home to Boston, Harvard, and a long history of tea-related protests. Maine, on the other hand, was remote, sparsely populated, and known for its untamed wilderness. By 1819, Maine was done. In a statewide vote, residents overwhelmingly chose independence. In 1820, it finally broke away and became the 23rd state in the Union. The catch? It was part of the Missouri Compromise, meaning Maine could enter as a free state only if Missouri entered as a slave state. It was a win for Maine, but a temporary fix for America. The Missouri Compromise was one of the many ticking time bombs that would eventually lead to the Civil War. Little did Mainers know, their statehood would be part of a much bigger story. Maine's lobster industry wasn't always a luxury business. In fact, lobsters were once considered poor man's food and were even served to prisoners. Imagine telling someone from the 1800s that people today will happily pay $40 for this. Meanwhile, Maine's lighthouse boom helped guide ships through some of the most dangerous waters in North America. With over 60 lighthouses along its coast, Maine became a beacon, literally, for maritime travel. And then came the summer tourists. By the late 19th century, wealthy families from New York and Boston discovered Maine's pristine coastline and crisp, pine-scented air. Places like Bar Harbor quickly became summer retreats for America's elite. Today, Maine is a perfect blend of history, nature, and culture. Whether you're here for outdoor adventure, food, or just a peaceful escape, this state delivers. Maine is the ultimate playground for outdoor adventurers. If you're into hiking, Acadia National Park is a must-visit. Cadillac Mountain is the first place in the U.S. to see the sunrise. And the views? Absolutely worth the early wake-up call. Want something more remote? Head to Moosehead Lake, where the odds of spotting a moose are higher than the odds of seeing another human. Now let's talk about the food. You cannot come to Maine and not eat a lobster roll. Once considered prison food, lobster is now a delicacy, and Maine serves it up better than anywhere else. And it's not just seafood. Portland has become one of the best foodie cities in the U.S., with award-winning restaurants, craft breweries, and a farm-to-table movement that makes every meal feel special. Fun fact, Portland has more restaurants per capita than almost any other U.S. city. So yeah, you won't go hungry here. Beyond the food, Maine's coastal towns are straight out of a storybook. Bar Harbor is a perfect mix of quaint shops, fresh seafood, and stunning ocean views. Plus, it's the gateway to Acadia. It's the kind of place that makes you stop and just breathe. Maine isn't just a state, it's a state of mind. Whether you come for the history, the landscapes, or just to unplug and slow down, there's something about Maine that sticks with you long after you leave. So whether you're here for the adventure, the food, or just chasing that perfect view, one thing's for sure, Maine is unlike anywhere else. Be sure to like this video if you love history, comment with your favorite thing about Maine, and don't forget to subscribe for more epic travel adventures.